designed to look like an old-fashioned diner. I ordered a chili. Yeah, I know Alex warned against it, but things are going great and my confidence is growing by the minute. Another Luca family trait. Maybe I wasn't adopted after all. I mean, the food's good, Angela seems to be into me, and the conversation's really flowing. Alex spent the last day and a half surfing internet chat rooms and prepping me with dozens of topics I could bring up if the table ever got uncomfortably quiet. "This is my love life here," Alex reminded me. "I can't risk you getting dissed because she thinks you've got nothing to talk about." "Maybe if you didn't spend all your time on the internet, you'd have your own love life," I shot back at him. I feel kind of bad about that later at the movie, with Angela locked onto me like a boa constrictor in spandex. I won't admit it to Alex, but I barely even notice she's there. What kind of a sick, demented screenwriter could have ever dreamed up a story like Harvest of Death? There are 17 main characters, and by the time 30 minutes have passed, they're all dead, including the killer. He, as near as I can tell, is a cross between a vampire and a hay-baling machine. Just when I'm thinking there's no one left to be in the rest of the movie, along comes a troop of girl guides menaced by the vampire's evil twin. Yes, the first killer was the good guy, or the good hay-baler. Take your pick. Well, the movie must have done the trick, because when I suggest we hit the beach, Angela's back in the car before I can finish stammering out, Bryce Beach. So much for the extensive begging, cajoling, and negotiating Alex prepared me for. I'm a little worried by all the other traffic going our way. Bryce Beach is a popular spot for the high schools in our area. Will we be able to find any privacy? "Park over there," Angela says decisively, pointing to a spot shielded by 2 outcroppings of the dunes. I can't help suspecting she's been here before. She's a woman with experience. We get out of the car and stand silhouetted in the moonlight as the surf pounds against the shore and a whispering wind. You get the picture. I'll never describe it right. I'm a Luca. Anything more than a series of grunts is considered eloquence from us. The point is, everything's perfect, as if the supreme power has stepped in to set it all up for me. She kisses me, the kind of kiss you feel in the tips of your toes, the kind of kiss that conveys the promise of everything that comes along with it. "Got a blanket or something?" "Everything is provided for your comfort," I managed to croak. I'm not proud of the feeble attempt to be suave, but after that kiss, I'm amazed my mouth works at all. I pop the trunk, reach in, and freeze. I almost choke on my lungs, which have leaped up to the back of my throat. There's the blanket, all right, wrapped around the unconscious body of some guy. To be honest, my first thought is that he's dead, which isn't such a stretch. I told you about the family business. But when I suck in air with a resounding wheeze that echoes down the beach, his thin-lipped mouth lets out a little moan. "I'm waiting," Angela teases in a playful sing-song voice. She has her arms wrapped lightly around herself, chilled by the sea breeze. "Be right there," I rasp. I know this person. James Rattelli, Jimmy Rat. He owns a sleazy nightclub on the Lower East Side. Borrowed money from my father to get it started up. My father. They call him Honest Abe Luca instead of Anthony because he's so straight in his business dealings, no matter how illegal they may happen to be. Never rips anybody off. Never breaks a promise, except one. Honest Abe just can't seem to make good on his word to keep his line of work completely separate from my life. And now I'm stranded on Bryce Beach with a red-hot and revved-up Angela O'Bannon in my arms and an out-cold Jimmy Rat in the trunk of my Mazda protege. It looks like my brother worked him over pretty good, too. Tommy's going to pay to dry clean that blanket, but there's no time to think about that here. Now, this doesn't exactly put me in the mood for love, but I've got to stall for time, and I can only think of one way to do it. I clamp myself onto Angela like there's no tomorrow. I guess she misinterprets my desperation as grand passion and starts kissing me. I mean, really going nuts at it. There's a strategy I bet Alex never considered for his checklist. So here I am, getting the best action of my life. But I can't even enjoy it because 6 feet away, the trunk is open and Jimmy Rat is snoring softly and bleeding all over my blanket. At this point, I'm committed to a course of action. I try to ease Angela down to the beach, but she pulls away. "Get the blanket!" "The beach is nice and soft. I don't want sand all over me," she exclaims, furthering my suspicion that she's an old hand at this. She dances around me, and before I can stop her, she's staring into the trunk at the blanket and its current occupant. Well, don't even ask about the scream.